Today's heroine destroys one of the most popular myths about age. Many people believe that after the age of 70, the body inevitably becomes weaker, muscles disappear, and active life remains in the past. But Patty Bring proves the opposite with her example. At 70, she looks so young and fit that many people don't believe her age. She has a straight posture, strong arms, a light gait, and a huge amount of energy. At the same time, there are no miracle drugs or secret techniques in her life. It's much simpler. Over the years, she has built a system of habits that keep her body getting stronger, not weaker. The most interesting thing is that almost everyone can use most of these principles. Therefore, be sure to watch the video to the end. Some of Patty's tips can completely change your perception of aging. If you look closely at her lifestyle, it becomes clear that she has never perceived age as a reason to give up the movement. For her, the number in the passport does not determine the body's capabilities in any way. She is convinced that the body begins to age much faster precisely when a person stops using it. Therefore, movement became as much a natural part of the day for her as sleeping or eating. The main secret is regularity. It helps to preserve muscles, maintain joints, and maintain a high level of energy. The basis of her physical fitness is strength training. Many people after 50 begin to avoid exercise, believing that it is suitable only for the young. Patty takes the opposite view. She is sure that muscles are a real reserve of youth. The better a person retains their muscle mass, the easier it is for them to move, maintain their posture, recover faster, and maintain independence. At the same time, Patty does not seek to set records. She never tries to lift the maximum weight. Her goal is to become a little stronger than she was a month ago. This approach significantly reduces the risk of injury and allows you to train for many years without long breaks. It is much more useful to perform exercises consistently several times a week than to arrange rare, exhausting workouts. Bodyweight exercises occupy a large place in our program. Regular push-ups develop not only the arms and chest, but also teach the body to work as a single system. Instead of isolated stress, coordination, stability, and control over one's own body develop. These qualities are especially important with age. Another mandatory element is the bar. Despite the simplicity of the exercise, it is the strong core muscles that help maintain proper posture, protect the spine, and make the gait more confident. Patty advises against chasing records. It is much more useful to perform several short sets with perfect technique, gradually increasing the time. In addition to the plank, it regularly includes balance exercises, various body holds, and movements that make the deep abdominal muscles work. In her opinion, it is these muscles that create the internal support for the whole body. The stronger they are, the easier it is to maintain balance and the lower the risk of falling in the future. Patty doesn't forget about dumbbell workouts either. She chooses a weight that allows her to perform the exercises slowly and technically. It is especially important not just to lift the dumbbell, but to slowly lower it, controlling the movement as much as possible. This method increases the effectiveness of the exercise, even without heavy weights, and reduces stress on the joints. Another useful habit of Patty is to train with friends. When sports become a part of communication, there are much fewer reasons to skip classes. Joint training supports motivation, creates positive emotions, and makes it easier to follow the regime. Patty tries to practice outdoors as often as possible. After such workouts, the body receives more oxygen, the cardiovascular system works more actively, and sunlight promotes the natural production of vitamin D. But there is another important plus. When a person constantly changes routes, terrain, or the surrounding environment, the brain also begins to actively work, adapting to new conditions. As a result, both the body and cognitive abilities are trained at the same time. Interestingly, Patty pays attention even to such details as sportswear. For her, it's not a matter of fashion, but a matter of comfort. When clothes don't interfere with movement or distract, it's much easier to focus on exercise techniques and enjoy the process. It's these little things that help make training a permanent habit. Another principle she adheres to is to track her own progress. She doesn't compare herself to other people. Instead, it records the number of repetitions, the time to hold the bar, or the working weights. Thanks to this, motivation is based not on the successes of others, but on one's own development. At the same time, Patty advises evaluating more than just athletic performance. It is much more important to notice changes in daily life. Has it become easier to climb stairs? Has the shortness of breath disappeared? Has sleep improved? Is there more energy? It is these changes that indicate that the body is really getting healthier. One of Patty's most powerful secrets has to do with thinking. She never tells herself that it's too late for anything. In her opinion, age restrictions more often exist in the head than in the body. The body reacts not to the numbers in the passport, but to daily habits. Even small but regular changes can significantly improve your health after just a few months. An equally important part of the Patty system is recovery. She closely monitors the quality of sleep and understands that it is during rest that the body becomes stronger after training. If you constantly overload yourself and save on sleep, no amount of exercise will bring maximum results. The story of Patty Bring shows that youth is not a gift from nature, but the result of habits that are repeated every day. Choose a walk instead of a couch. Do a workout, even if you're not in the perfect mood. Prepare a healthy dinner instead of an occasional snack. Go to bed on time to allow the body to recover. It is from such decisions that health, strength, and energy are formed. And the main conclusion is very simple. It's never too late to start taking care of your body. Every useful action today is a contribution to what you will be like in 10, 20, or even 30 years. Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video, which has now appeared on your screen.